A question you may have asked is, when are we going to have large in-person services at Northpoint? Well, I want to take just a couple minutes and let you know where we're at and give you 3 specific things that are influencing our decision. First, Jesus calls us to love our neighbors, even when it's hard or inconvenient or comes at a personal cost. Jesus gives us an imperative to love our neighbors. And as a church, we must consider the health risks and the well-being for you, for your family, and for our neighbors, because that's simply what love requires of us. Secondly, we are consistently tracking the most recent data and guidance. And over the past few weeks, things are promising. Things are certainly looking better. And last of all, third, we are watching how local school districts are responding. Leander, Round Rock, Georgetown, and Austin school districts at this time, they simply don't feel it's safe for our kids to gather in person. Currently, Leander ISD plans to have students come back in phases on September 8th. And a couple weeks after seeing the impact and what happens, this will give us more data to make a wise decision. So to take us out of the week-to-week guesswork, our large in-person gathering decision grid is to love our neighbors and do what love requires of us, to track the most up-to-date data and monitor what's taking place with our local schools. And when all 3 of those align, we believe that's when it's wise for us to get back together. So guys, listen. As we think about the season that we're in, the season that our church is in, and we've been through a lot of seasons as a church and we've come out stronger and wiser, I think it's important to remember what we are all about. That just over 10 years ago, when we started Northpoint, we never set out to create another church. We set out to create a different kind of church, a church that's willing to innovate, a church that's willing to do things perhaps no one else is doing to engage people no one else is engaging, and a church that's ultimately wanting to be known for what we're for, not what we're against. That's what we have always been about, and we will always be about, because that's what Jesus is about. And in this season, yes, things have changed, but our hearts and our passions haven't. And yes, there's some things we can't do right now as a church, but let us not get so focused on what we can't do as a church that we give up on or miss out on what we can do as a church. Because we have an incredible opportunity in this season to inspire more people than ever before to follow Jesus. In fact, week after week, I'm hearing incredible stories of people engaging in our online services or on our meetup groups that have never stepped foot in our church building. And to miss out on this opportunity to inspire more people than we have ever engaged in the history of our church digitally wouldn't be making the most of this incredible opportunity. So listen, from my heart to yours, I know this is hard. It's hard for all of us. And James, the brother of Jesus, he said, hard moments produce good things in us. So let's not waver. Let's persevere in this unique season to make a difference and inspire people like you, people who are far from God, all people to follow Jesus. And I believe 10 years from now, we'll look back to this day, to this season, and say we were faithful and we did what love and wisdom required of us. I love you guys, and I love pursuing this mission and vision with each of you.